Good morning. Good morning. It is Joachim Radio here, back with another video. It is Monday, May 11th, 10:17 a.m. Yesterday, didn't make a video. It was Mother's Day. Gotta understand. Hope you had a great time with your family, friends, loved ones, or others. I sure did. Because as a Knicks fan, we just saw the Knicks put the brooms out in Philadelphia in the Xfinity MSG. It's MSG Arena. But look, May 10th, went 1-1. In total, 16 wins, 6 losses. That is a 72.7% winning percentage since the start of this channel. And these aren't bad odds. The highest I'll do when I give you my picks is minus 170, a couple of 150s. But for the most part, I try to stay in that minus 110, plus 100, plus 200, etc. You get the point. They're decent value. They're decent odds. I'm not telling you to buy my picks. I'm not telling you to listen to me all the time. I just want to talk to the camera, post it online, and get interactions. That's all I really want. Just want to talk about sports, whether it's basketball, football, MLB, when I get there. Point is, having a great time. I'm enjoying it. Hope you guys are too. Make sure you guys comment down or wherever you guys are listening to, whether it's YouTube or anywhere else, or even the Discord. Again, will be all links down in the comment section. Let me know what I can do better in. I'm trying to improve every single day for you guys. But let's discuss the May 10th recap here. We just saw the Knicks, like I mentioned, let me show you the brooms out in Philly as they win by 30 points. They say that was a boring series. Not for Knicks fans. I mean, it has been great time. The only game that I had a little nail biter for was that game 2 without Embiid. And let's just go right into it. I think that might be Embiid's last game as a Sixer. It's going to be impossible to get him out, but if you really want to progress anywhere, you got to get Embiid out of there, or at least have him be like in a second or like a third. He has to be like a third, four option in that Sixers team. Look, we beginning the series, I thought, hey, this might be a 6 or 7 game series. I was completely wrong. This Knicks team has proven to me since game 3 of the Atlanta Hawks series that this team is nothing like what they were 2 years ago, nothing like they were with Tom Thibodeau, nothing like they were in the regular season. This team has gone berserk, and I give huge credit to Mike Brown and his coaching staff. They have made adjustments. They have played a deep bench rotation, and that's what it takes to win a championship. Could they win? It's a possibility now. Sweeping the Sixers, that's hard to do. A divisional foe. They played 4 straight home games, I know, but they won convincingly. I mean, this team had in the Sixers had a 6 to 7 man rotation. I thought we were going to see a duel with Maxey and Brunson, and for the most part, we did it because Maxey just had a hard time finding his shots, finding his rhythm with the players he had. You get tired at some point. Let's not forget this guy. This team came back to a 1-3 deficit against the Boston Celtics and won a series against them for the first time since the 1980s. So huge credit for the Sixers. Embiid said in his post interview that his season was a success. I don't know if you say that after getting swept by the New York Knicks, but I will say I give major props to Philly for making their efforts to at least beat Boston. But we chose the -1.5. We completely cover it. That was my major play, and that was a great time. However, we did not hit the 218.5. We bet the under, we got the over just by a couple buckets. And it really depended, in my opinion, on Wemby getting ejected with only 12 minutes played for him. Him on the court, I think it would have been a little bit more low-scoring game. But look, it's the playoffs. Everything's unpredictable. A 16-6 record. I'm very lucky to have that kind of record. I'm very grateful to have that record. Look, it was a close battle. Didn't put a whole lot, but a good amount to be a little confident in for. But it sucks as far as not getting the bet. But as a fan of the NBA, this is just crazy. I mean, this team lost Dante DiVincenzo with the Achilles injury. You have Anthony Edwards, who was just an absolute lizard, dropping another 30-point game again. Supporting cast I thought was pretty lackluster, but this game they really showed out and played with mental toughness, and that's what it takes against a Spurs team who is super young. So now it's getting pretty competitive. We're running in San Antonio now. Let's see what can happen here. But major props to the Wolves team, just showing toughness and grit. But let's just go ahead and preview the May 11th games for Monday. We have the Cavs -3.5 versus the Pistons. The Pistons are a +140 money line with the over of 213.5. These two games in the Cavs Detroit Pistons game and the Lakers and Thunder, not a big fan of as far as picking a side of who was going to win. If you were going to choose one here, again, kind of hard to say because you have this Cavs team that haven't lost a home game yet in the postseason this season, and then you have this Pistons team who shot poorly. And by the way, game one, or sorry, not game one, but game three, the Cavs shot 50% from the field plus, and they almost choked that game away. So to back the Pistons plus 3.5, I get your reasoning there. I'm not gonna do that personally. I'm gonna ride the trends here. I don't want to do it. And how confident I am? Very little. It's at minus 162, that money line. Not gonna do the minus 3.5. I think it's too many points. I think it'd be a one possession game. I think that the Cavs can win this game tonight just because they're playing in Cleveland. That's the only point. I think Pistons win in 6 or 7. I just don't think the Cavs will lose this game at home. But if they do, it's wraps. It is wraps. Anyways, over under 213. About that's a good timeline of where it should be at. But that isn't my play of the day. Matter of fact, is a player prop. And I know, I chose Sam Merrill to hit more than 1 3. Didn't hit. I chose Dean Wade to score 3 buckets. Couldn't even do that. But I'm going on the other side. In Jalen Duren, he's been atrocious. He's been underwhelming. Sorry, underwhelming. His PRA. I mean, it's super bad. It was so bad that DraftKings deleted the under on his bets here. It is Jalen Duren under 26.5 points, rebounds, assists. That's right. It's a PRA. Game 1, 18 total PRA. Game 2, 16 PRA. He has completely stayed under 20 PRA, and this line was at 26.5. I jumped at it. I'm going to show it somewhere right over here. I jumped right at it. 26.5 under at minus 110. Good value, good play. That's my big unit play for this game. But it'll be an interesting game, especially as a Knicks fan. You would wonder, like, oh, will this game extend? Because the first thing I'm thinking, like, oh, OG is still not healthy with that hamstring strain. Can they keep pushing up to 6 or 7 games? So by the time they play the Knicks, OG should be healthy. So we'll see how it goes. But my play of that game will be the Jalen Duren under 26.5 PRA. If you can find it, get on it quick. But other than that, okay, Cavs I have as a side for money line. Next up, I have, not much I can say here. Thunder, my 7.5 favored in Los Angeles as the Lakers are plus 290 money line with the over under of 214.5. There's nothing I could say to back the Lakers. If you want to back the Lakers, if you're a Lakers fan, you want to back them, I say back them in the first half, maybe like a first half spread or first half money line, maybe if you wanted to. But this OKC team, they just completely play with their food for 3 quarters, and then they turn up in the fourth, and they win by 20 plus every time. Nothing I can say here. So because of that, I would choose my 10.5. I avoid this game because I'm not interested at all to watch this game. My full interest is on totally the Cleveland and Pistons game as a fan. But Jalen Duren played too. But not a big fan of this slate as far as OKC Laker play. But if we're going to choose one, do the OKC total team total over. I think it's like 109. So I don't know. I could be wrong. But they've scored 115 plus points since they've been playing the Lakers. I mean, Austin Reeves can't guard. LeBron is old. Marcus Smart is a shell of himself. Luke Kennard is a walking cone. Everyone's there as a walking cone on the Lakers team. Maybe the way I'm talking, maybe do the 214.5 over, but this Lakers team can't really score either. So we'll see. But that is it for me. You guys want to follow me? Like I said, just watch your guys' engagement here. Please follow Instagram, Famo Bets. And then you can follow me also on Instagram, Joachim Radio. You can follow us on X, Discord, and you have YouTube too. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See ya. Bye-bye.